If you think about it, the world is growing incredibly fast. And with that growth comes a whole list of growing challenges. Challenges such as dealing with global warming, solving starvation and water shortages, and curing diseases, to name just a few. And who exactly is going to help us solve all of these great challenges? Well, to a very large degree, it is these young students. This is the next generation of young, bright scientists, and in many ways, we all rely on them for coming up with new, great innovations to help us solve all these challenges ahead of us. And so, a couple of years back, my co-founder and I were teaching university students just like these, only the students we were teaching looked a little bit more like this here. And yes, this is really the reality out there in way too many universities around the world. Students that are bored, disengaged, and sometimes not even sure why they're learning about a topic in the first place. So we started looking around for new innovative teaching methods, but what we found was quite disappointing. We saw that books were being turned into ebooks, blackboards were being turned into YouTube videos, and lecture hall monologues were being turned into MOOCs, massive open online courses. And if you think about it, all we're really doing here is taking the same content and the same format and bringing it out to more students. Which is great, don't get me wrong, that is really great, but the teaching method is still more or less the same. No real innovation there. So we started looking elsewhere, and what we found was that flight simulators had been proven over and over again to be far more effective when used in combination with real in-flight training to train the pilots. And so we thought to ourselves, why not just apply that to science? Why not build a virtual laboratory simulator? Well, we did it. We basically set out to create a fully simulated one-to-one virtual reality laboratory simulator where the students could perform experiments with mathematical equations that would simulate what would happen in a real-world lab. But not just simple simulations, we would also create advanced simulations with top universities like MIT to bring out cutting-edge cancer research to these students. And suddenly the universities could save millions of dollars by letting the students perform virtual experiments before they go into the real laboratory. And not only that, now they could also understand, even on a molecular level inside the machine, what is happening to the machines. And then they could suddenly perform dangerous experiments in the labs as well. For instance, also here, learning about Salmonella bacteria, which is an important topic that many schools cannot teach for good safety reasons. And we, of course, quiz the students and then give the teachers a full dashboard so they fully understand where the students are at. But we didn't stop there, because we had seen just how important meaning is for the students' engagement in the class. So we brought in game designers to create fun and engaging stories. For instance, here, in this case, where the students have to solve a mysterious CSI murder case using their core science skills. And the feedback we got when we launched all of this was quite overwhelmingly positive. Here we have 300 students all passionately solving CSI murder cases while learning core science skills. And